Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our online classes and welcome to our social studies. Come to the last topic, we discussed about the cyclones and floods. Okay, challenges facing in cyclones and floods we discussed. I told India is a long coastline which frequently causes the cyclones which are coming from the Bay of Bengal. In which direction the Bay of Bengal is located? Is correct. The Bay of Bengal is located on the east of our India. When high winds will blow in the sea, then high rains will occur in the land part. High waves are unsafe to the sea, and which is unsafe to us also. And we discussed about the destructive cyclone which was happened in 1977. Almost 9,941 people are died and 100 lowlands and villages are smashed away. Formation of cyclones is a natural disaster because one could not stop the cyclone or floods. According to the nature, the cyclones and floods was came. That is why these are called natural disasters. If the natural disaster you can learn in the 8th class last chapter, 24th lesson. Okay? When the cyclones hit the seashore, a lot of poor people affected rather than those who are living in a high concrete buildings. Almost the fisher folks, those catching the fishes and they are living near to the sea with a small home. Even the flood water went away. Poorest of the poor are trying to drink the polluted water only and face the risk of several diseases like diarrhea, dysentery, jaundice, etc. The cyclones, not only the loss of livelihood, loss of property, loss of house, loss of crops also. And I told the example, life saving, most of the people store in the houses in the form of food, tools, boats, vehicles, etc. When the flood water went away, then again they will go on work. For this, they have to buy the new tools, new vehicles, new boats. Why? Because the old boats and old tools are damaged due to the cyclones hit in Bay of Bengal. How to meet the challenges of disasters like floods and cyclones? First of all, there should be a close cooperation between the government agencies and the people. Long-term planning should be implemented and there should be a long-term security and there should be early warning system to predict the cyclone in advance. Food, water and emergency medical kit should be kept ready in advance whenever the disaster strikes the seashore. This we have discussed in the earlier classes. Coming to the today classes, we will learn about the how can people prepare from disaster. How can people prepare for how can people prepare for disasters? Disaster means vipat. First, what they are saying, cyclones and take the textbook, page number 19. Okay, what they are saying, cyclones and floods are a seasonal phenomenon. During the cyclone, listen to the radio or TV weather reports. In case of a cyclone, a flood warning, ensure that everyone is alerted. This is usually done through loudspeakers or by going from door to door. Okay. According to the season wise, cyclones will come. I told when the cyclones will come more and more from June to October, the cyclones will come more in Bay of Bengal. During the cyclone, you should listen to the radio or TV. Okay, in case of cyclone or floods will occur, you have to alerted and you should inform door by door or by using the loudspeakers. And next point, they are saying that emergency kit Okay, you should keep the emergency kit. In that kit, there should be important papers and food, and you should keep some money and emergency phone numbers, etc. Before the cyclone, you should identify the nearest and safest area in your surroundings. Okay, you should done this one in advance only. You should strengthen the roofs, windows, doors of your houses. When you get a cyclone warning, you should keep some food grains and adequate safe drinking water in a waterproof bags. When the warning was given by the government, you should not go to the seashore you should not go to the near to the sea, because it is a danger, because the high waves are hitting the seashore with a lot of force. So close the doors and everything and stay indoor of your house. Okay, move to the Pakka building if your house is not good. Okay, if your house is not good, you should move to your Pakka houses. Okay, when the cyclone strikes the seashore, at that time you are in a vehicle. When the cyclone strikes the seashore, at that time you are in the vehicle, then you should not go to the sea, or you should not go under. You should not keep the vehicle in under the electric poles and under the trees. If a strong wind hits the seashore, the electric poles and trees will fall down on your vehicle. This will give a severe damage to your vehicle as well as for you also. If the cyclones are suddenly stops, okay, you don't go near to the sea until the decision made officially. When the cyclone stops, then you doesn't go near to the seashore. Why? Because you have to wait until the official declaration was came. Okay, every time you listen the radio or TV for updates about the cyclones. Okay, after the cyclone hits the seashore, then you are ready to go your houses. Then you have to take safety measures in the water, and you will take safety measures of the electric poles also. Do not go to the flood water. Okay, Varda. Do not go to the flood water because it has a depth. As you are students, you have to give awareness to your parents, and you have to give awareness to your surroundings when the cyclones and floods hits. Okay, this is what can people prepare for disasters, I told. Okay, we have to listen to the radio for updates. Don't go near to the sea when the cyclone strikes. If you are in a vehicle, don't keep the vehicle under the tree or electric poles. Use the emergency kit by having some papers, some food, and emergency telephone numbers, etc. When the cyclone strikes, keep the adequate drinking water and food grains in a waterproof bags also, I told. Coming to the next topic, if you need to evacuate. Coming to the next topic, if you need to evacuate. Evacuate means going, khali cheyadam. When you are going from your house, okay, you have to pack the clothing and important papers, essential medical valuables, etc. in waterproof bags which you take to a safe shelter. Put furniture and clothing on the top of the bed or top of the table. Okay, while you're going from your house, why? Because the disaster strikes, then you should turn off the power. It is very, very, very important. Compulsory, you should turn off the power when the cyclone strikes near to your home. Whether you are living or going, put the sandbags wherever the holes are present in your houses to prevent sewage backflow. Sewage means chetta. Compulsory, you should keep the sandbags in the toilet bowl, and you should cover all holes which are present in your houses. Prevent sewage backflow. Keep the lock to your house, and whenever you're going, you should find the safe evacuation routes to your safe shelter. Do not get into water. If the water is present in your surroundings, do not go too near to the water because we don't know how much depth it is. Okay, this is about the if you need to evacuate. What they told, pack the clothing, medicinal valuables and some important papers in your waterproof bags. You should find out the evacuation routes to your safe shelter, and you should lock to your home and keep the furniture and cloth in the top of the table or bed. Whenever you are going to the safe shelter, you should turn off the power in your home. You should close the toilet bowl by using the sandbags, and you should close all the holes which are present in the home to prevent the sewage backflow. This is about the if you need to evacuate. And coming to the last topic on your second lesson, during floods. Okay, during floods. It means excess rainfall results the floods. We can see the floods in near to the Ganga river. Okay, by the vegetation we can reduce the floods, I told already. When the floods will attack, when the excess water will attack, then you should drink the boiled water only, essential. I think at present also all the students are drinking the boiled water because of COVID-19. It's compulsory. You should drink boiling water daily in the morning. Okay? To prevent the COVID-19, you have to say to your grandmothers and grandfathers because they are dangerous in the COVID-19 attacks. Why? Because the immunity power is low in that old peoples. That is why you have to give the awareness to your grandfathers and grandmothers. Okay, children, coming to the topic, you should drink the safe boiling water when the floods attack. Keep your food covered and don't eat too much because it will get vomiting. Okay, don't eat too much during the floods. Okay, use the raw tea, decoction, tender coconut water. Tender means leta, rice, water, etc. during diarrhea. Okay, do not let the children into empty stomach. It is very, very important. Okay, do not let the children into empty stomach during the floods. Okay, use the bleaching powder to clean your surroundings, and also you can use the lime. Okay, now the government of state and India also using more and more the bleaching powder in our surroundings to decrease the COVID-19 virus. You should avoid to go to the flood water. If compulsory you should go, then you have to use a proper protection. For example, you can use a stick while you are going to the floods. You can keep stick to show how much depth the water is at. By this we can go when it is compulsory only. And you should check the snakes are rounding in the water. You should keep more safety precautions at that time. Do not eat the food that get wet in the floods. Okay, before drinking the water, you should boil the water, and you can use the halogen tablets to purify your drinking water in rural areas. Rural means villages, urban means city. Be aware of snake bites because snakes are common during the floods. Okay, this is about the during floods. What they told, you should drink boiled water, and you children should not be with a empty stomach, and we the people, we don't want to eat too much. We should keep the food covered and use the bleaching powder in your surroundings, and do not go to the depth of the flood water. If it is compulsory, then you should use the protection by using the stick in front of you, and by the stick you can estimate the depth of the water. Okay, be careful about the snakes. Snake bites are common during the floods. Okay, you should use the roti, tender coconut water, rice and water etc. during diarrhea. But boil the tap water before drinking, and you can use the halogen tablets which can purify your drinking water. Okay, this is about the during floods. What we discussed today, first we discussed about how can people prepare from disaster side. We discussed and we discussed about the how you need to evacuate from going from shelter from your house. And next we discussed about the during the floods. Okay, this is about the lesson. We completed successfully the second lesson. Okay, coming to the recapitalization. First we discussed about the in the topic of the rain. We discussed about the how the clouds are formed. Before learning these clouds are formed, we discussed about the evaporation, the process in which water changes into water vapor is through heat is called evaporation. Through evaporation, water vapor will go into the air, and while it going height, then it will become cool, because while you are going high places, the temperature will be low, the temperature will be decreases, and similarly the water vapor also decreases, it will become cool. And when the water droplets are combined with the dust and smoke, the size of the water droplets will increase. As the clouds continue to rise upwards, it gets cooler and more droplets are formed. The small droplets come to form big droplets. It is heavier, it is more difficult to be in the air, and that is why so begin it with the rain. It is more difficult to present the cloud which are bigger in the air. That is why the rain begins and falls in the earth's surface. And also I told about the condensation. The process in which water vapor changes into water by cooling is called condensation. And also I told about the water cycle. The water evaporating from the seas, forming clouds in the sky, coming down as rain, coming down the slopes of land in the river flows towards the seas. Again repeating. This is about the water cycle, and we discussed about the precipitation. Different forms of condensation is called precipitation. Sometimes snow, hail, fog, dew, etc. called different types of precipitation. And we discussed about the humidity, the amount of invisible water vapor which are present in the air. Whenever the temperature and humidity increases, the sweat is coming out of our body and we can feel uncomfortable. This type of situation is called sultry. And we discussed about the winds and clouds also. Monsoon winds. We have two different winds, southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon. The winds which blow from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal and transport the rain-bearing clouds is called monsoon winds. Telangana from March to June, it should be heavy, hot. After that, in the starting of the June, then the rain will come to our region. In the southwest monsoon, the Telangana receives low rainfall only. In the north and east, in the north and northeast, will receive heavy rainfall. Remaining receives low rainfall. Mahbubnagar and Jogolamba receives low rainfall. And I told in the mountain ranges there should be a lot of rains because the winds will stop, and by combining of different clouds, it is impossible to be present in the air. The rain will fall in one side of the mountain than the other side. From May to October, the cyclones hit. These cyclones may or may not bring the rain for us. It depends on the intensity of the cyclone and the direction of the cyclone also. Direction of the wind reverts in the October. It will blow from the Bay of Bengal towards the southwest region. This causes a little rainfall in October and November. This is northeast monsoon, or also called retreating monsoon. Also we discussed the last topic in part A about the rain, about the rain gauge. Rainfall is measured by using the instrument rain gauge. Rainfall is measured in millimeters. In the part 2 we discussed the flow of rivers. When the rainwater falls on the earth's surface, then some water will be percolates into the soil and some flows on the slope of the land, and some will become the water vapor and mix it with the air. When we discuss about the rivers, water flows from a small stream from the mountain slopes during the rainy season. Water will not flow in the dry season. Again, when the rain falls, the water will come from the same channels only. In this way, the river courses and river valleys are formed. River courses means marga. River valleys means loyal or formed. And I told about this transformation of streams into rivers. Usually the river starts with a small stream, and after flowing, it will become a broad river. A small river or stream which join with a long river is called tributaries. As the river became bigger, then the speed of the flow will be decreases. I told. Okay. Then before joining of the sea, the speed of the river will be decreases and it deposits the silt and sand near to the sea. When the floodwater came, then the course of the river cuts with a new channel and forms the delta. I told what is delta. In the Godavari and Krishna forms the deltas in eastern coast. Krishna and Godavari start from the western Ghats. It receives a very high rainfall, and Dindi, Manjira and Musi, it will get a scanty rainfall, and near to the coast will receive less rainfall. Whatever the rainfall will fall, it goes speedily into the sea. And next I told about the flood and floodplains also. Floods means excess rainfall results in the formation of floods. And by the cyclone also floods will occur. And we discussed about the two pictures. In the first picture, we have a small stream of water and with a high bank. Bank is Uddu. The valley is filled with water and not allowing the trees to grow. Treeless bed is called floodplains. Godavari and everything forms the floodplains. And by using the vegetation, we can reduce the floods, and by using the vegetation, we can prevent the soil erosion. By using the vegetation, we can percolate the water into the soil. Okay, that is why you should plant a tree. At least I am saying, children, compulsory you should plant at least one tree, because it is helpful. Keep planting the trees is called afforestation. Deforestation means cutting the trees is called deforestation. And also we discussed about the massive tree plantation. Telangana government took the greenery and plantation of 230 crore saplings in the program of Haritaharam. And the target is about 40 lakh seedlings in every constituency and 40,000 seedlings in every village. And I told 119 constituencies are present in our region. And also by the forest we can prevent the soil erosion, and by effective implementation of tree plantation, the government kept Raksha committees in villages under the chairmanship of Sarpanch, and moreover in the state and district also, district and state committees are set up. And I told facing the challenges in cyclone, we discussed about the cyclones hit, destructive cyclones hit the Bay of Bengal in the June and December. And we discussed about the 1977 disaster, and we discussed everything. The poorest of the poor are affected, moreover who are living in the high concrete cement buildings. How can meet the challenges during the floods and cyclones also we discussed. There should be a good cooperation between the government agencies and the people, and there should be long-term security planning by building the roads and houses, and early warning system should be available to predict the disasters, and food, water and medical emergency teams should be ready whenever the floods and cyclones are attacked. And also we discussed how can people prepare for disaster also we discussed, and we discussed about the how if you need to evacuate also we discussed, and during the floods what we have to do also we discussed. Okay, the lesson is completed. All of you I am saying you should read the lesson once again, and whatever the important points I told, compulsory you should write in the separate notes, and you should say the keywords of your own. This is it for today's class. Hope you understood very well. Thank you.